In this Grass Valley video, we'll be showing you how to set up a clip-wipe transition on a Grass Valley Kahuna production switcher. Many productions have moved on from the flying key clip to cover a background cut, and these sort of transitions can now often include a wipe pattern in the animation. On a Kahuna, this is known as a clip wipe. In this tutorial, we will show you how to achieve a clip wipe on a Kahuna using a single clip file with one pair of video stores. A clip wipe uses three signals: a video fill, a key, and a wipe pattern. On a Kahuna, the fill and key are combined in a single file. We need to add the wipe pattern to that file. It is important that the fill, key, and wipe signals are all co-timed. Go to the Store menu and select File Tools. Here you will find a variety of tools to combine several video files into one single file. We will look at the other tools another time, but for now we need to select Add Wipe. This will add the wipe animation to an existing fill and key file. Make sure you have selected the store project which contains your two files. Scroll the list or hit the title and dial in the project number on the pop-up. In the top table, we select the files we are going to use. First select the fill and key file. In our case, this is file 10. Then hit the Set in File 1 button. Next, select the wipe pattern animation. This is our file 11. Now hit the Set in File 2 button. On the destination table, find an empty file location to save the combined file into. We will choose file 15. Hit the Set Out button. Now hit the Q command button. If this is the only file operation you're performing, the result should happen quite quickly. When the progress table shows Done, you have successfully embedded your wipe pattern in a single file for your clip wipe. Now that we have the file, we can set up the clip wipe transition. You need to make sure that the Kahuna has two video stores coupled as a fill and key pair. To do this, go to the User Config page and select Store Setup, or jump to menu 8650. In the table, highlight the fill store, in this case store 1. Then in the coupled store selector, scroll to the required store for the key, or you can use the pop-up and select the key store from the pop-up. We're going to use store 2 for the key. Be sure to use store coupling and not linking. We will now load our file into stores 1 and 2. Go to the Store menu and select the Load page. Here we can see all the files in our store project. Make sure that this is the same project that you saved the combined file into. Along the top we can select the video store player which we're going to load the clips into. As this project only contains the files for this effect, we can see our original files, 10 and 11, as well as our new combined file, number 15. The letters below the thumbnails show what each file contains. The letter C shows us that all the files are clips and not single frames. The letter K shows files which contain a key. The letter W shows there is a wipe animation in that file. We saved our combined file as file 15, and we can see that this has the letters C, K and W. The W shows us that this is the file we need, and we can discard the old files. In the top row of buttons, select the fill store of the fill and key pair we set up earlier. We're using stores 1 and 2 for the fill, key and wipe combination. If you have Store Load on Press selected, the store will load as soon as you touch the thumbnail. Otherwise, select the thumbnail and then hit the Load button. The combined fill, key and wipe file will be loaded into stores 1 and 2. Now we have the file loaded, we need to set up the switcher to use it for the transition. This effect can be performed using any keyer or E-keyer. If you have an E-key available, you may prefer to use it and keep the main keyers with their powerful resize engines for other uses. Hit the keyer menu button. We're going to use E-key 1 on ME1. Make sure they're selected in the delegation area on the GUI. First, set the cross point to be the store you are using. In our case, this is store 1. Select the type of key, either linear or loomer, depending on the source material. Select coupled key to make sure that the keyer picks up the key store. Select clip. Select local trans. Set the keyer to on. Then set in trans to be on to make it part of the transition. The last thing we need to do is make sure that our ME bank is in wipe mode. Now, whenever we do a transition on ME1, we will perform the clip wipe. The duration of the effect for autotrans is the normal transition duration, so it should ideally match the original duration of the clip. The effect is also tied to the T-bar for full manual control of the transition. It should be noted that the stores used for this effect should only be set up on one keyer on the switcher at a time. To save this setup, we would save a global memory or GMEM with store 1 and ME1, just using the E key and primary transition enables. Go to the ME enables, hit all to turn everything off, and then in background / trans, turn on just the primary trans, and in the E key section, turn on the enables for E key 1. Find a free memory number and hit save. Here you should save it as a soft still GMEM. A soft stills GMEM saves the GMEM with all the setup for the keyer and transition, but only records which file is loaded into the media store. The GMEM load can now be cloned onto a user function button. Or you can build a macro which runs the wipe and finally returns the transition to be a mix, all in one button push.